In this video, I'm going to show you how you can work with expiry dates and inventory in Excel. So in this situation, we're going to add food to our inventory. So I'm keying in the barcode, but you could certainly scan it here. And then I'm going to press enter, and I've gone to location. So I'm going to put this item in 2C in my inventory. That's the area. And I press enter again, and I go to the expiry date. Let's say I got a little bit of a deal because these items are soon to expire. So I'm going to put in 202503. Let's say close to the end of the month. And then I'm going to put in the quantity here. When I put the quantity, the program will automatically run. So let's say I got 5, and I'm going to press enter. So first thing we're going to go over to is our inventory. So we've got 55 totally received. We have 50 right now, and this was used before. So here's the item, the chicken soup, the size, the current quantity, received quantity, and consumed. Now this is the locations that we are allowed to use in our inventory, or locations that we use in our warehouse. So now let's go to the receipt sheet. The receipt sheet, we have the chicken soup, 5, and then we have the expiry date and the date received and the current quantity. Now, we have this because your list is probably going to be hundreds of lines long. We have the items that are going to expire listed on the top here. And here you can see the chicken soup is also in there. And now if you look at here and you're going to use some of these, you would pick the items from the soon to expire list because you want to use those up first. So let's take these out of here. Now all you're going to need to do is you need to know the barcode, and you need to know the location and the quantity. So we know that we're going to use 333 and location is 2C. So let's go, and we're going to the input. Now, so I'm going to put in 333, and the location is 2C. Now it's going to go automatically to the expiry date. We don't need to do that. But let's go click in the quantity, and I'm going to put in -5. Okay, so negative is when we're taking it out, and then we're going to press enter, and let's see what it's done. So let's go to the inventory page. We have now used, we now have 45 in our warehouse, and we consumed 10. Let's go to the receipt sheet. The chicken soup is out of here because there's none of them left. And the chicken soup is off of the soon to expire list as well. So let me show you how I did this. So here's my code. The first program is called receive. And what I'm doing first is I'm checking to make sure the boxes on my form are filled out. So if we have a barcode and a location, and if we don't have a barcode, then we're going to exit the sub. And if the barcode has something in there and the location is blank, then you're going to have a message box saying you must enter the location. Now what we're going to do is we're checking to see if the location is valid. So we have our list of locations that are on our inventory sheet, and we're checking to make sure that they're there. And if it's not, then it's going to say, please enter a valid location. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're searching on the inventory sheet for the barcode. If it doesn't find anything, then it's going to send an error message, not found. Else, it is determining the row that this barcode is located on. Now, if the quantity is greater than 1, then the sheet row, we're adding to the quantity and we're adding to the number that was received. Okay, so then what we're going to do is we're going to go to the receive sheet, and we're going on the last row and we're putting in the quantity, and the description. We're taking the description from the inventory sheet, and then we're going to put in the date that it was received. This is the format for the date that received. So now, if the quantity is less than 1, we remove the quantity from the columns on the inventory sheet. We go to the receive sheet and we check to make sure that the barcode and the location, and then we remove the quantity from there on the receive sheet. Okay, so now we turn off the marching ants, clear the contents from all our input sheet, and now this is my expiring. So when something changes on the receive sheet, then it runs this one. It deletes all the ones that we have in the expiring soon, just so that you don't get them built up there. So it starts from the beginning. Now it goes through the inventory or the received items and checks if there's a zero item, one with the zero quantity, and then it deletes it if it is. Then it goes on the expire sheet. It goes and checks if the current date of the expiry date is today plus 30. It's less than today plus 30. If it is less than today plus 30, then it copies that row and puts it in the list of soon to expire. And then what we do is we turn off the marching ants. So we have a couple things going on. So let's look at the sheet on sheet 1. We have it moving from one box to the other when you press enter, and that's basically what this is all doing. And then on the receive sheet, so if anything changes in value in the G is a G column, then it's going to call the program expiring. I will, of course, include all this code in the description of my video. Please subscribe.